Hello, today I'm reviewing Letters from Alice. Now, I got sent a copy of this book for review, so big thank you to Harper Collins publishers for the copy. I am so glad that I agreed to review this book because it was awesome, like seriously awesome, like one of the best books that I've read so far this year. Kind of awesome. It's also very different from the other books that I've read so far this year, because this one is an historical one. It's set in the 1920s in London, and the author has done some amazing research for this. Like, you can tell on every single page, you can tell how much research went into this book, because you are just catapulted into that era and all the details about the different things, the information from that time, just like in general, it's just completely blew me away. Completely blew. If you want to try historical fiction, then check this one out, because it really was good. So anyway, what have we got? We've got Alice Hudson. She is our main character. She is a newly qualified almoner. So we're talking about a time which is like the beginning of like the suffragette movement and that kind of thing, at the start of social services, and it goes into that kind of thing. Basically, it follows the story of Alice. So it's following her through her day-to-day life and the work that she does. So a lot of it takes place at the actual hospital that she's working in. She also does her house calls to the various. It just explains like the whole job and things, but it's also the fictional part of it, which has been intertwined in fact, even that, because all the different things that happen throughout the book are actually based on real events that happened and that have been documented and things. And so the author took them, and then she's managed to weave them all together somehow to make this amazing story. So anyway, one of the patients of Alice, Charlotte, is this teenager who is terrified to give birth to a baby. And she's a teenager, she's 15 years old, so it's out of wedlock and things. And obviously in the 1920s, that was a very big no-no. And so Alice gets involved, and they're basically sworn to secrecy over the whole episode, if you like. But it's not just a story of Alice and Charlotte and what happens and their secret. There's also a lot of other things going on as well, but it's all intertwined. We have some other great characters. I particularly liked Winnie, who is this woman. She works at the hospital, and I don't know, there was just something about her. I just really liked her character. I don't want to give away any little bits from the story you see, so I don't want to say too much, but I really did like Winnie. Dr. Harland. He's a bit more of a complicated character for a lot of different reasons. Still not sure if I actually really liked him. He's one of those characters, like the whole way through, I was just like, well, this guy is Mr. Cheerful, and just sort of like didn't really warm to him. But then certain things come out along the way and things, I'm like, well, it's not all bad then. But yeah, so mixed feelings about that. You also get a large discussion about mental health and things in this as well. And obviously, because back then they would send people to the asylums, and which were becoming known as mental health hospitals, and I think it was changing, but it's still very much, you know, they were locking people up in these mental asylums because they had babies out of wedlock, or they were gay, or whatever, like just stupid reasons to lock someone up. But anyway, so you get a bit of insight into that. But it was just, there's just so much in this book, so much, and it was such a good read. I got to the point where I didn't want to put it down. I just had to keep reading, and like I said, it was a real surprise. Like when I agreed to review it, I thought, yeah, that sounds interesting, but I didn't think that I would love it as much as I did. And so it was a really pleasant surprise to actually be that excited about it. It's one of those, it's a revelation book for this year for me, and definitely amongst my best reads of this year. So check it out. It's Letters from Alice. Anyway, yeah, if you have read this, I think they originally it was released in like segments. I saw it on Amazon, and it was like part 1, part 2, and part 3. So I'm assuming that it's this, but broken down into sections. But so have you read any of those? Have you read the whole book? I think it's out on audiobook now as well. So check that out. If you have any comments to make about it, if you have any other suggestions for books similar to this, then I would love to read more books like this, because I'm telling you, this book wowed me. So anyway, yeah, join in the conversation, leave a comment down below. That's it for today. Please check out some of the other videos on the channel, and come visit me over at jlinsdell.com as well for more bookish fun. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.